Episode 1, Why You Wouldn't Survive a Night in a Medieval Inn. Welcome. Tonight, you're not expected to solve a mystery or remember every detail. There won't be a test waiting for you at the end. Your only job is to get comfortable, let your mind wander, and allow history to unfold at its own gentle pace. If you find yourself drifting to sleep before the story is over, then this episode has done exactly what it was meant to do. So settle in, take a slow breath, and imagine that the year is somewhere around 1350. The sun has almost disappeared beyond the hills, and you've been walking for hours. Your boots are stiff with dried mud. Every step has become a little heavier than the last. There are no street lights ahead, no glowing hotel signs, and certainly no reservation waiting for you. For a brief moment, you think you've reached comfort. You haven't. The wooden door groans as you push it open. Inside, nearly every seat is occupied. Merchants, farmers, pilgrims, laborers, and strangers from places you've never heard of all share the same room. Everyone notices you. Only for a moment. The floor beneath your feet is uneven. Straw has been scattered across the boards not because it looks nice, but because it helps absorb spilled ale, mud, and things people would rather not think about. The air is thick. Smoke from the fireplace hangs just below the ceiling because chimneys are far less efficient than modern ones. Candles flicker against rough timber walls, throwing soft shadows that seem to move even when no one does. Someone eventually asks if you need food. There is no menu. Dinner is simply whatever happened to survive the day's cooking. Perhaps thick vegetable pottage. Perhaps coarse bread that has become almost as hard as the table. If you're fortunate, there may even be a small piece of salted meat. Fresh food is a luxury. Clean drinking water isn't always trusted. So many people choose weak ale instead. Contrary to popular myth, people didn't spend the Middle Ages constantly drunk. But watered ale was often considered a safer option than questionable water supplies. As you eat, you begin noticing something else. There is almost no privacy. The people around you speak openly about family, work, travel, and local gossip because private conversations are difficult in a single crowded room. Soon someone asks where you're headed. Not because they're being rude. Because travelers are interesting. News moves only as fast as people can carry it. Without realizing it, you've become tonight's entertainment. When it finally becomes time to sleep, you discover another surprise. Your room isn't really your room. If the inn is busy, and it almost always is, you may share a bed with complete strangers. Not just the room, the bed itself. Beds are expensive. Blankets are valuable. Warmth is practical. Privacy is a luxury few people can afford. You remove your boots and lie down beside someone whose name you'll never know. The mattress is filled with straw. It shifts loudly beneath every movement. Somewhere across the room, another traveler snores with remarkable determination. A baby begins crying. Someone coughs. The fireplace crackles. The wooden building settles softly as the night air cools its beams. Outside, horses shuffle in the stable. Rain begins tapping gently against the roof. Oddly enough, after walking all day, surrounded by strangers, wrapped in heavy blankets beneath the quiet rhythm of rainfall, sleep eventually finds you anyway. Perhaps people have always been better at adapting than we give them credit for. As the fire burns lower and conversations slowly disappear into silence, the inn grows quieter. Not silent, though, just peaceful enough. And maybe that's where we'll leave you tonight. Rest well. And when you're ready, we'll continue our journey through history together.